So you have happy Friday morning, and it's time now for NBT World Brief on NBT and NBT World. I'm Surapan Lautaranarit. A special cabinet meeting is set for April 6th at Government House as Thailand's new cabinet prepares to take the oath of allegiance and delivers policy statement to Parliament. At Government House, officials are preparing for a special cabinet meeting scheduled for April 6th, following the oath-taking ceremony led by Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul. Preparations are underway at Santi Maitri building, where meeting rooms, reception areas, and official photo facilities for new ministers have been arranged. The Secretariat of the Prime Minister has also scheduled the new cabinet members to take official ID photos and undergo COVID-19 screening at 3 p.m. at Santi Maitri building. Later at 5 p.m., the cabinet will travel to Amphon Satan Residential Hall, Dusit Palace, to take the oath of allegiance before assuming their duties. Following the ceremony, the cabinet will return to Government House for a special meeting to approve the government's policy statement, which is expected to be delivered to Parliament on April 9th to the 10th. The Prime Minister has pledged urgent measures to ease rising living costs as global energy prices continue to put pressure on households and businesses. Prime Minister and Interior Minister Anutin Chanvirakul says the government is accelerating efforts to reduce living costs, particularly through a possible cut in diesel excise tax, which is currently under detailed review by the Finance Minister to ensure the most appropriate approach. The Prime Minister stressed that any measures must balance public relief with energy security, including preventing stockpiling and illegal fuel smuggling to neighboring countries. When asked about the possibility of issuing an emergency decree to borrow funds to support the economy, the Prime Minister said the government is ready to use all available tools, but will proceed cautiously in line with fiscal discipline, state revenue considerations, and public impact. Prime Minister Anutin reaffirmed that the administration operates transparently, with no conflicts of interest in energy-related policies.
ตอนนี้เราจะใช้ทุกวิถีทางแต่ว่าเราก็ต้องดูในเรื่องของวินัยการเงินการคลังรายได้ของรัฐแล้วก็สวัสดิภาพค่าใช้จ่ายของพี่น้องประชาชนหลายองค์ประกอบรวมกันแต่ว่าเป้าหมายก็คือพี่น้องประชาชนนะครับต้องมั่นใจตรงนี้ก่อนว่าที่มีข้อกล่าวหาว่ารัฐบาลอุ้มนายทุนรัฐบาลอุ้มธุรกิจอันนี้ต้องเรียนเลยนะว่าผมนี่สำนึกตัวอยู่เสมอว่าผมมาได้เพราะประชาชนนะผมไม่มีทางแม้แต่จะคิดว่าจะเห็นคนอื่นนะครับดีกว่าพี่น้องประชาชนวันนี้เราสำนึกเป็นอย่างดีว่าเรามาอยู่ตรงนี้ได้ยังไงนะครับใครเลือกเรามาใครให้ความไว้วางใจเรามาใครให้โอกาสกับเรานะครับมันไม่มีทางหรอกครับจำไว้เลยว่าจำไว้เลยจำเขาเรียกอะไรจำไว้เลยว่าไม่มีทางที่ผมจะเห็นใครดีกว่าพี่น้องประชาชน
On fuel smuggling to Cambodia, the Prime Minister said authorities, including police, military, and the Anti-Money Laundering Office, have been ordered to intensify crackdowns, as such activities pose a threat to national security. Offenders, often operating as corporate networks, will face full legal action. Deputy Prime Minister Pakorn Prapan added that the diesel tax cut remains under review by the Finance Ministry and may require approval from the new cabinet to ensure legal compliance. Thailand's Joint Standing Committee on Commerce, Industry and Banking has lowered its 2026 economic growth outlook, warning that a prolonged global energy crisis and rising inflation are putting increasing pressure on businesses and households. Gringrai Tianukun, chairman of the Federation of Thai Industries and head of the Joint Standing Committee on Commerce, Industry and Banking, said the panel has revised down Thailand's 2026 GDP growth forecast to 1.2 to 1.6% from 1.6 to 2% previously. Export projections remain unchanged, expected to contract between minus 1.5 and minus 0.5%. Inflation, however, is now projected to rise to 2 to 3%, up from an earlier estimate of 0.2 to 0.7%, driven largely by prolonged tensions in the Middle East, which continues to slow the global economy and weaken employment while keeping prices elevated. In Thailand, the impact is becoming more evident, with rising retail fuel prices pushing up production costs, transport expenses, and overall living costs. Foreign tourist arrivals are also expected to decline by around 1 million over the next 3 months due to travel constraints. The committee is urging the government to accelerate targeted relief measures, particularly for SMEs and vulnerable groups, ensure price stability, and prevent hoarding or profiteering. It also called for measures to reduce logistics costs, improve liquidity, and support long-term investment, alongside advancing the Power Development Plan 2026 as a key strategy for strengthening Thailand's competitiveness and energy transition. Wildfires across northern Thailand are pushing air pollution to hazardous levels, with PM 2.5 exceeding safety standards and affecting public health in several provinces. Air quality in Mae Tang district, Chiang Mai province, remains severely affected, with thick haze reducing visibility and forcing residents to wear protective masks. According to IQ Air, the air quality index reached 189, with PM 2.5 levels at 109.4 micrograms per cubic meter, considered unhealthy. Chiang Mai continues to rank among the world's most polluted cities. In Chiang Rai, PM 2.5 levels in Mae Sai district surged to 216.9 micrograms per cubic meter, triggering health warnings, as residents report symptoms including nasal congestion, skin irritation, and nosebleeds. Permanent Secretary of the Interior Ministry, Ansit Sampantharat, inspected wildfire hotspots by helicopter alongside Chiang Mai Governor Rattapon Naradison, identifying high heat points across Hod and Doi Tao districts of Chiang Mai and Lee district of Lamphun province. Authorities have been ordered to intensify wildfire suppression and take legal action against illegal forest encroachment to break the cycle of burning. Natural Resources and Environment Minister Suchat Chomglin has also stepped up enforcement after evidence of arson was discovered in Jom Thong district of Chiang Mai province. Officials are deploying artificial rain operations, requesting additional aircraft support, and distributing masks while setting up clean air shelters to assist affected residents. The Thailand Environment Institute is calling for urgent action to tackle the root causes of PM 2.5 pollution, stressing the need for better land management and stronger cross-border cooperation. President of the Thailand Environment Institute, Vichan Simachaya, says wildfire hotspots across northern Thailand are spreading widely, impacting public health and air quality. At the same time, neighboring countries, including Myanmar and Lao PDR, are also experiencing large numbers of hotspots, contributing to transboundary haze. He urged the government to address the problem at its source, particularly in forest areas where nearly 2,000 hotspots have been recorded. Some areas are inhabited by communities predating state designation, while others involve encroachment for monoculture farming with land clearing by burning. President Vichan said clear land allocation would help identify those responsible for burning and strengthen law enforcement. Economic measures were also proposed, including restricting access to government support programs and limiting market channels for agricultural products linked to burned areas. The president added that Thailand should avoid purchasing crops produced through burning, both domestically and abroad, in a bid to reduce incentives. On regional cooperation, efforts among Thailand, Myanmar, and Laos PDR under the Clear Sky strategy are currently being studied to develop concrete long-term solutions to transboundary haze. And that's all for our morning edition of NBT World Brief. You can stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. And for more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Have a nice day. สวัสดีครับ